It is officially that time. A lot of you guys have been asking me to make a way too early tier list for MultiVersus, and I thought about it. We're gonna do that. I played the closed beta test last week. I had a decent idea of what characters played like. I played as Wonder Woman, Jason, and Joker, and played against a decent cast of people. There were some that I did not get the chance to play against, but I talked to other people that were also in the closed test and gauged their thoughts on what they think certain characters function like. Getting this out of the way, this is absolutely 1000% speculation and just going to be a fun idea so that we can come back to this later on, obviously when the meta has adjusted. I mean, hell, this list very well might be outdated within the next couple of hours. But once the meta completely shifts over the next few weeks, these are absolutely going to be changing. So I want to see, just get an idea of what exactly are we right about here, and when we come back to this, we can see just how wrong we were. There are a ton of new mechanics in MultiVersus. The gameplay is a bit slower, so ultimately they had to capitalize on the fact that like they don't want matches to take too much longer than they need to, so they upped the killing power for essentially everybody, and they also might have adjusted the blast zones, I feel like. But we're gonna also take that into consideration because some characters did kill a lot earlier than most. And also keep in mind, I'm gonna be placing characters in tiers of where their kit essentially makes sense, because some characters are gonna be much easier to pick up and play for newcomers and casuals, but while their kit may be a little bit more basic, the character's kit is pretty strong, and at the higher levels of play, top players will be able to maximize their kit to its full potential and use them in the best possible way. Now, there are some characters that are obviously amazing and have won tournaments before, but of course require a higher execution, utilizing all their moves and doing specific combo routes in order to capitalize on the situation in front of them. There are some pretty technical characters in this. They're not that easy to pick up right away and play, but over time, if you master them, you can go really far with them. So safe to say that if I put a character in the C tier, that doesn't necessarily mean that they are bad. You'll know which ones I think are bad, I'll tell you. But essentially it's because their kit requires a hell of a lot more work than the people above them. And also, since 2v2 matches were very hard to come across in this close test due to the smaller player pool and having to play much earlier and coordinate between 4 people, a lot of this will be based on 1v1 information. So a character that is in the C tier very well could be in the S tier as long as they are part of a specific team comp. And remember, we got to take perks into consideration, but we'll do that over the next week. And this is gonna be pretty exciting because I can't wait to see what exactly I am absolutely horribly wrong with, as I'm sure many of you guys in the comments are probably gonna be letting me know, and I welcome it. If your character is in a lower tier than they should be and you strongly believe they should be higher, I want you to clap my cheeks live on stream. We'll play and show me the sauce. Show me the sauce. I want to see exactly how much better characters are this time around, because obviously I didn't get a chance to play every single one. And again, this is all speculation. We are going to be streaming MultiVersus like crazy all day tomorrow, guys. You're going to want to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on any of those updates, because we have Twitch drops enabled as well. We're going to get 100 Gleamium, a free Garnet skin, and a new banner just for watching the stream. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be watching my own stream. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date and help raise that 38% even higher. Guys, we are so close to 50%. Now, let's get into this video. I'm gonna be linking this tier list down below so you guys can actually make some for your own. I did have to add Agent Smith, Banana Guard, Jason, and Joker, as they are the new characters. And of course, Agent Smith is not playable yet, so we'll go ahead and do that one time. Was not able to play as him in the closed test. I was really hoping for it, but hopefully we don't have to wait too much longer. Oh, we starting this one off with a bang, guys. Remember how I said it's going to be based off of characters' kits and how easy are to use? Banana Guard is actually very solid. A very, very solid character in this game. Super basic kit, easy to pick up and play as and learn. Is a joke character, but is actually not a joke. This character has the sauce. Essentially, you can do it all. Early kill potential, high damage, can buff himself to do even more damage and net early kills as well. Has tons of disjoints on their moves. I mean, most of their moves are disjoints. And I mean, just look at that face. It's so menacing. And up next, I'm actually gonna have to throw the Joker in the A tier. Now, Joker's kit is very fun, super easy to use, but while I did use him a lot over the course of the 3 days, I feel like I did not maximize a lot of his kit, like his down special I wasn't using as much, and also on the ground and in the air. But also I feel like this character can go so much more further. He has a very good range on all of his normals. He has a kit that can deal with any situation. Joker is a very, very solid A tier character. You will not regret picking them up and playing them. They're very easy to learn, and you will win a lot of games, and he's hella fun to play. So is Banana Guard. This one might not be a surprise, guys. No, I'm joking. Wonder Woman is actually straight up. I'm a Wonder Woman main. I love this character. She's been hella buffed. She is very good in this game, like extremely good. Possibly one of the best designed platform characters of all time. Like I don't think she's absolutely broken. It's hard to say if she is broken or not. I mean, the game is still developing, but ultimately her kit is super easy to pick up and play. She's amazing in 2v2s. She's solid in 1v1s. She's a tank. She doesn't die easy. She has crazy good kill potential. Her lasso got buffed. It no longer has a cooldown anymore, so you can continue to use it and hit opponents with it. Combo off of it as well. Everybody's meter in this game has gotten buffed, but by doing that, it actually enhanced Wonder Woman even more, because now when you have meter, if you've gained even like a third of meter or half meter or even full meter, if you die, your next stock you spawn in with that meter at full, or wherever it was left off. I feel like maybe they should probably reduce it a little bit, maybe drop it a quarter. But yo, if you got full meter with Wonder Woman on your first stock, you are just sitting on a free kill for the rest of the match. You could just stockpile it. Just don't use down smash, because if you use it and you whiff, it completely negates it. But Wonder Woman's down smash is hella usable now. Before, you had to really be going for it because of how little it built off of your meter, and then also with it going away in your stock. So it wasn't really that usable. And even with a half-filled meter, it could actually kill at 45%, maybe even 62%. She's a very good character. She's godlike. And every character has a dash attack now in this game, and she can really go a long way with a lot of damage to using her dash attack in the middle of combo strings, using the instant dash attack, which we talked about in our previous video reviewing the close test. So I know a lot of people are not going to like this. I kind of like it. But Wonder Woman is really good. Really, really good. And now the next character I'm gonna throw in there is somebody that I actually played a lot with, and it's your boy, Mr. Voorhees. I want to put him in A tier, but Jason does get juggled a lot. He is a lot slower. This man is getting hit by a lot of stuff. In 2s, I imagine it's probably going to be a lot better, but Jason is a solid B tier character. His kit isn't necessarily hard to use. He has very good combos and guaranteed kill potential, which is awesome. I think the character needs that, because in other areas he lacks survivability. While he is heavy, of course, he can get comboed to hell. Arya can rack up almost 60 damage, guaranteed hits as well on him, maybe even more, and potentially put him in a very disadvantaged state to get a solid kill on him. Now, don't get me wrong, Jason's absolutely so much fun, and this should not deter you from trying to play as him day one. I think this character is great. You're gonna have an awesome time with them, but ultimately Jason does get hit a lot, and you could of course mitigate some of that with his special armor move, but at the same time that is also adding more damage to your character. And just the way that things are with the game right now, I think Jason is pretty solid where he's at. B tier by no means is bad at all. In a 2v2 format, say like you got Wonder Woman and you're running around with Jason, that could easily jump Jason up a few tiers in that matchup alone. So shout outs to Jason. Love this man. Jab, jab, smoke all day. Free smoke for everybody. This one is kind of controversial, and I heard that from a lot of people that they are absolutely going to be humbling me day one with this character, but I had to throw Gizmo in C tier, man. Okay, look. I'm not saying that this character is horrible. What I'm saying is that the people that were using him in this close test did not know what they were doing at all. So I was not impressed. I keep trying. I mean, this character kept coming up in matchups, man. I played against probably 6 or 5 different Gizmos this entire close test. The most, by far, the character I played against the most after Jason and Joker. So it's kind of impressive, really. But I'm looking forward to all the smoke. I want the best Gizmos to come after me and show me their moves, because, man, I ain't seen it. I ain't seeing it, but I want to see it. I'm hopeful to see it, but I ain't seeing it. There are a few cool things, like his umbrella does come out a little bit quicker. His music notes do spawn in front of him, but I need to see somebody fully utilize this character in the best possible way before I can actually give him some sauce. Taz, actually, I have not actually played against Taz yet. I was hoping I would. I was surprised that I didn't. But I've seen some footage from Snormanda. Yo, shout out to Snormanda. Taz's kit looks to be nerfed. His apple, the little burp where he burps up an item on the enemy, that has like no range at all. Does not go far. And of course, Tornado has been nerfed several times. Can possibly still be pretty good in 2v2s. But this character has fallen a long way since MultiVersus' first beta. And even granted, back then in the first beta in 2022, he wasn't that amazing. People were just abusing the Tornado, and a lot of people didn't know how to deal with it. I knew how to deal with it because I was playing as Wonder Woman, and her side punch just eats that shit up. But Taz mains, rejoice. Maybe things can change when he's in your hands, right? Now, I'm gonna have to shout out Bam for this because, man, Black Adam, this character has actual sauce. This character is very, very cool to look at, play against as well. The combo potential on him is pretty nutty, and I think the new systems in general for the game have ultimately benefited him in the best possible way. Played about 5 or 4 matches against Black Adam, and each time it was an actual struggle for me to like pull out some victories. I did win some, but Bam was cooking, and the combos that he was stringing together was really dope to see. Rain Dog, I did not see a single Rain Dog in this test, but Snormanda does have video footage of them, and I still think this character is a solid character. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I think anybody could pick them up and play them as long as you're maxing out their abilities. To be honest, I'm just gonna say this right now, I don't think there is a single like unviable character in this game. I think every character is viable because when you look at it, the main base of the game is 2v2's format, and it's not necessarily one individual character can weigh a team down. The composition of both of those moves put together actually uplift teams. So while Rain Dog might be a C-tier character, doesn't necessarily mean he's bad, just means that he's a little more, it requires a lot more work to use. And in a team format, could probably be even crazier. I've been talking with some people, man, and I've been seeing some clips, and yo, Shaggy is good. Shaggy is another character that, well, he is the Mario character of this game. You can pick him up and play him. He's super easy to use. His kit is very straightforward, but not only that, he's still good, and he benefits really well from all the changes within the system. Can still string together some great combos, can net some even earlier kills than before. Shaggy mains are up. Shaggy mains are up for sure. I don't think this character will ever be bad. Maybe A tier, but I think that is because his kit is super user-friendly. Anybody could just pick up and play him. Shaggy definitely should be up there. Now, this one might not surprise some people, but I'm about to put Tom and Jerry in B tier. Not, like I said, they're not a bad character, but their kit is one of the more advanced ones. A lot of people back in the beta didn't really know how to utilize Tom and Jerry until Void really put them onto all this crazy shit that he was doing. And quite frankly, a lot of people weren't using Tom and Jerry at that time as optimal as Void did. I still think this character is good. I still think this character has sauce. I still think this character is really good, and he's going to be very viable in 1s or 2v2 formats, but he is going to be a little bit more difficult for newcomers, especially to pick up and play and be good with right off the jump. Oh man, Iron Giant, I have not seen a single Iron Giant at all in this closed test. I don't even know where they're going to be. Maybe they might be B tier or not, but they have had some like significant changes over time with their kit. I don't actually remember where they were placing back in 2022 towards the end of the game's life cycle, where Iron Giant actually sat right there. So I don't know, man. I'm just gonna have to put him right here. Like, again, we're speculating on what their moves are gonna be like, and let's be real, his dash attack is kind of ass. Another character I have not seen at all, but I kept hearing great things about is Stripe. Stripe is a pretty great character, great kill potential. Bam said he was genuinely surprised at how much better Stripe is, or how well he was good in the previous game, but the character has a lot of tools at his disposal that are really good. I didn't see a single Marvin in this close test, but man, it's no secret, this character disappointed the hell out of me. I heard he's better. So you know what? I'm gonna have to put him above Iron Giant because I haven't even seen Iron Giant play. I've seen some Marvin stuff, but I heard from people that Marvin's kit has actually been improved a lot. But I'm gonna have to see, man. You guys are gonna have to really, your Marvin mains, come after me, hunt me down, and show me your moves. I promise you, I won't be playing Wonder Woman on day one. I feel like that's a little too cheesy. I want to spice things up. Your boy might be playing a certain banana character or running back on some Joker and Jason, because these characters are all fun. Really phenomenal job Player First Games on like just the development for these characters and their kit. It's absolutely appreciated. Now, I've seen some stuff, I've seen some clips, man. Superman's great. Superman's a solid character. Still got his grab stuff, still has some great combo potential. His Nair can still carry people over. But of course, we're gonna have to see what Oops Tier thinks about that, how exactly this character is going to play and function. Oops Tier is the best Superman in MultiVersus, so I'm excited to see him get his hands on this character. Just as much as I'm excited to see Mirror Man and Void get their hands on Joker. Because while I was using Joker, I kept feeling like there's a lot of potential there. I do want to see where they take it. But Superman is another character that I'm eyeing, because originally when MultiVersus dropped, I was very excited to play as Superman, but I didn't really like his playstyle all too much. Not a bad character, don't get me wrong. I just couldn't really use him to the best I should have. But I do want to change that and make a conscious effort to play every single character and get an idea for how their kits are, and also get not just play them, but get really good with them. So that's our goal this year with MultiVersus, is to essentially master every character that we can. Now, this is another word of mouth from Bam, but I'm gonna have to, like, you know, Garnett right here. He was telling me Garnett has some crazy sauce. Now, again, this isn't necessarily all my thoughts right here. This is, of course, speculation, but I am very curious to see exactly where all of this will be adjusted or in the coming weeks, because we will be coming back to this. We will be saving this. We will be coming back to this, and I would love to adjust many things and see where we can go forward from there. You know, very solid character before. Their kit only benefits even more from the new gameplay changes and mechanics. Batman, yo. Batman is an S tier in my heart, and I believe this character is still really good. His kit isn't as straightforward as I would say like Banana Guard or Shaggy, really. You do have to put some thought into his combo routes and stuff, but ultimately I think the character is very good, very fast, can cover a lot of ground, and is an absolute menace in twos as well. So Batman makes sense there. So I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I still think Bugs Bunny is a great character. I don't think he can do the Nair to like Dare annoying combo anymore, but ultimately the character's kit is really good. The projectiles that he has are, in my opinion, better than Joker, but Joker can box and deal more damage rapidly than Bugs can. Bugs in twos is still going to be extremely strong. The character has been toned down quite a bit, but I think he's been normalized and is not necessarily been handicapped by any means. But essentially he's been normalized and isn't as crazy as he was before. He's still viable. Hell, like I said, every single character in this game is viable, and you can use anyone you want and still do well with them. Except Agent Smith, because, well, you can't really use him right now. I've been hearing some great things about Steven Universe now. His character got improved a lot, I think, and overall will benefit greatly from the earlier kill potential, especially with the fact that he can create platforms and take enemies even higher off the top and get some early stocks. Steven's good. If you played him before, hell, he might even be A tier. Keep your heads high, Steven Mains. You are strong. Ooh, so actually, I heard from a lot of people that Velma is actually pretty bad. I don't know if she's as bad or if maybe Iron Giant might be better than her, but I've heard from a lot of people that have played up many hours of Velma, that she's not great. Not great at all. I'll put some respect on Velma, and we're gonna put her right here. But I am curious to see just what everybody else thinks about her. So far, from the top players and also people that have played her before, that are also in the closed test, not really feeling her kit. I'm a little surprised by that, to be honest, because I still think Bugs is really good. But Velma was kind of a menace. She was almost on every single team in tournaments, and you can almost guarantee that a rework to her kit was destined. You know, in all the footage of her, I haven't seen anybody use the cop car, so I wonder if they took that away. But this next week is very exciting. I play a little bit of Rick, and this character is pretty good. This character is still very well put together. Not as complicated as Morty, but still has a learning curve to his kit that if you master it, you can take him way further. And he's really fun to play. He's really fun to play. His forward air, his like side air attack, which was really hella broken when he first launched, that obviously has been normalized. You can still use it a lot in strings, but it doesn't have as much killing power as it did before. And it's only natural we talk about this right now. Morty is kind of a mixed bag at this moment. A lot of the Morty mains are saying that he doesn't feel as great, but I think this character can still be good. He's obviously one of the more big brain characters. You got to really think about certain things that you're doing with him and setups and whatnot. So you're going to see some really crazy Mortys on day one, and hell, even throughout the rest of the weeks. But shout outs to those players that are putting up crazy numbers with him, because his kit isn't easy to use. I think Jake very well is a solid B tier character. I think I want to believe he still can do well, and J Mafia of course is going to show us some crazy stuff. So my eyes on day one are peeled for J Mafia at what he does with Jake, because he's done really well with the character in a 1v1 format too. So I want to see more from this character, because the Jakes I played against in the closed test, they weren't really doing anything, man. And honestly, I'm partially convinced that they're bots. By the way, if that Jake player is watching this, I'm sorry I called you a bot, man. So this character was pretty strong and sort of broken. Kind of broke the game back in 2022, but they have been reworked in certain ways, and they still play pretty fun. But ultimately, I don't know. I don't think that they're as crazy as they used to be. But I'm gonna put Finn. This kit is very easy to use, man. I'm gonna put him ahead of Steven Universe in this, but behind Tom and Jerry. They took away his gem, so he did lose an element to his gameplay right there that was pretty cool, that a lot of people really seem to enjoy. But I think he still can be viable. I'm excited to see what people are able to pull off. You're not able to spike people above you anymore, which is great. Hitboxes in general have been reworked and work a hell of a lot better. His bag has been hella nerfed. It can still kill off the top if you're over 120, 110 easy, and you could even combo off of it too from his up air, I think it was. I did that a couple times, which is pretty cool. The character's not brain dead like he was before. You do have to think and essentially pick and choose your scenarios of when you can use certain things. You can't just spam moves in general anymore with the way that attack decay works now in this game, but Finn is still solid. The GOAT, LeBron, he can do some pretty crazy stuff. I saw Bam showed a really cool combo where he threw the ball directly up and it came back down mid combo, didn't disappear, hit the enemy, and kept them in place to fill in that gap that there was a space between the attacks. Now, of course, LeBron is a little bit of a harder character to use because of how much more efficient you got to be with the basketball, and you got to keep in mind all that stuff while also having a playing off the ball game. In a weird way, he's kind of like a stance character if you think about it, because he has his moveset with the ball and his moveset without the ball. So he's not a very easy character to pick up and play, but if you put in that work, you win in the chip with him. Oh man, the 1v1 beast, that 1v1 legend. This character is just combo city. Especially if you're playing as Jason, this character is going to you up, take you to the top each and every single time. And now she can combo off of her face steal. Arya in A tier. She's good. She has combo potential, and a lot of her kit works even better than it did before. Of course, she is light, one of the lighter characters in the game, so she can die very early off the top from characters like Jason, killing at like 40-something%. But in 1v1 and 2v2s, she still is really good, and you can't go wrong with her. And last, but we got Harley, and Harley is honestly I would honestly put her right here next to Joker. She has a very easy to use kit. Her kit essentially, I think, got improved, and her dash attack is so good now. I'm gonna throw out Harley in the S tier. I think she's a really great character. It's gonna be a lot of fun for Harley mains to come back and see what new things this character has in her kit. I think they're gonna have a lot of fun. I mean, besides, weirdly enough, Gizmo, Harley was one of the most played characters in this closed test. But aside from that, I mean, seeing what Harley's kit was before and what she has now, I'm telling you, the gameplay changes really did improve a lot more characters than it really did hurt. And like I said, this tier list is speculation, so we very well could be absolutely wrong in dog water about all this stuff. Let me know in the comments below. But every single character in here is viable and usable. I'm still throwing doubt on Gizmo, but man, show me the Gizmo sauce. I want to know. I need to see what this character can do. I wish Agent Smith was playable, man. Oh god, this character, I can't wait to see what he plays like, what he's going to actually be doing. A lot of people are throwing in like Wesker comparisons. Somebody in voice chat mentioned he could be like Naruto with like clones. Very lore accurate, but I hope his kit is straightforward and easy to use. I mean, there can be a little bit of a complicated aspect to him, and he'd still be good, of course. Maybe he could be a solid B or an A tier, but holy hell, if he has it all, man, he's getting shot up there in the S tier. Day one, you might even see your boy run around with some banana guard gameplay, because I actually really want to learn this character, because a lot of times in fighting games, one of the things that I always did was if I had a nemesis or a character that I had trouble beating, I learned how to play as them. And that always helped me in that matchup. It always helped me to avoid and learn a lot of things. And I honestly recommend many of you guys do that. If you're having trouble with the character, learn how to play them. You might even like playing as them, but you'll also know what to do and what not to do whenever they come across and they're gunning down for your cheeks. But there is our way too early MultiVersus closed test tier list. Now, obviously, we keep saying it, this stuff is very much going to change. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what these characters are actually going to be playing like and what things are going to be going forward. I feel like the most biased thing I put inside of here is Gizmo in C tier, because I'm hearing a lot of people say, yo, no, trust me, this character has sauce, but I want to be wrong. Prove me wrong. Show me Gizmo got what he got. But I want to hear what you guys think. Comment below what you think of this tier list. If you were playing inside of the closed test as well and you're taking a look at this now, also let me know what you think. Where should a character go instead? MultiVersus launches in just a few hours for console players and then 1 p.m. Eastern time for Steam PC players and Epic Games players. It feels good for the game to finally be back, but I can't wait at all to see you guys online and having us play against each other and preparing for the eventual community battles that we will be doing with other content creators. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. More MultiVersus videos are on the way and you don't want to miss them. My name is Blitz and thanks for watching.